that I come from a poor family. Probably you do not know how it is to be poor, because I know that students of San Beda come from well-to-do families. But let me tell you that I come from a poor family. My parents were not professionals. My mother was just a mere housewife who learned to do laundry for the nuns so that those before me would be able to go to college without paying their tuition. My father was just a small-scale farmer and fisherman. Everybody told my father, bakit ka ba anak ng anak? Mahirap lang naman kayo. But my father always told them, my children are my wealth. At kahit igapang ko sila, gagawin ko para makatapos lang sila ng pag-aaral. And by God's amazing grace, God, who is the owner of heaven and earth, lahat po kami nakatapos ng pag-aaral. Paano po kaya kung meron ng reproductive health bill noon? Ako, na pangsyam sa 11 anak, wala sana sa harap niyo ngayon. Kaya nagpapasalamat ako na walang RH noon. Ang mga pro-RH, sinasabi nila, ang reproductive health bill daw is not about abortion. But you will see so many times in the bill, management of post-abortion complications. I invite you, my dear students, to go to this manual, Planning for a Sustainable Supply of Manual Vacuum Aspiration Instruments, which is an abortion manual. MVA is this one. It is a big iringgilya na talagang humihigop sa iyong anak in abortion. And on page 18 of this International Abortion Manual, nakakaiyak po. Nung una ko po itong nakita, buong gabi ako umiyak. I was preparing for my presentation in Congress. Why? Dahil ginawa nilang example ang Philippines. Case study, the Philippines. At sinasabi nila sa buong mundo, tularan ninyo ang Pilipinas through the use of the term prevention of abortion and management of post-abortion complications, which you will see many times in this diabolical bill. The Department of Health, and I quote, was able to acquire this manual vacuum aspiration device since 2003. Sinasabi ang commercial distributor at ang funder, Packard Foundation, where the mind-boggling amount of money is channeled for our congressmen and legislators and from the USAID. And of course, I also know very well, because I was still at the Department of Health when the PMAC program was launched, or the Prevention and Management of Abortion Complications. And you can also go to this manual, Advancing Reproductive Health as a Human Right, Progress Towards Safe Abortion Care in Selected Asian Countries since ICPD. On page 25, there's a discussion on the Philippines. It says, in the Philippines, Prevention and Management of Abortion Complications Program, I was still at the OH when this was launched, was able to train 15,000 clients, no? And, you know, they're very proud to report in this manual that a shift in abortion technology from BNC to MVA led to a 62% decrease in cost per client, which again confirms to us how we are being deceived by the term reproductive health, no? And on pages 23 and 24, there is a discussion there that because in the Philippines, there is so much, no? So much pangontra from the conservative groups, from the Catholic Church. So they said in this article na kailangan mag-re-strategize sila. So inaamin nila, tinawag na lang nilang Reproductive Health Care Act or Reproductive Health Law. And of course, you can read a lot from that manual. You can also read this Reproductive Health Advocacy by IPPF. This is a discussion on the Philippines. You know what IPPF is? It is the International Planned Parenthood Federation, which is the #1 abortionist organization in the world. And this tells us that because this is a discussion on the Philippines, this tells us that IPPF launched a project titled Reproductive Health Advocacy in the Philippines Project, implemented by their full-fledged affiliate in the Philippines, the Family Planning Organization of the Philippines. And the aim is to advocate for a more conducive policy environment for sexual and reproductive health. And do you know how much money was given by IPPF to FPOP? Nandito po, 988 million $604,000 US dollars. So almost $1 billion US dollars for advocacy on reproductive health given by IPPF to FPOP alone. So marami pa pong ibang pera. So makikita nyo yan. And RH Promoters also says that we have to pass this bill because this is our commitment to CEDAW. CEDAW is the Convention on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women. I have a separate talk on that. And if you look at CEDAW jurisprudence all over the world, it has consistently declared anti-abortion laws as a violation to the rights to life and health. In other words, CEDAW is a rabidly pro-abortion organization. And in fact, it came to the Philippines in 2006 and told the Philippines to remove the punitive provisions of abortion or to decriminalize abortion. No? Now let's go to Section 2, Paragraph 3 of this bill in the Declaration of Policy. It says, the state guarantees universal access. Tandaan nyo kung anong universal access. Because many people are deceived. Kasi nga, wala kang nakikita directly na abortion. Pero let me tell you that they are hidden in many terms. One of that is the term universal access. Meron kasing nakasabing universal access to medically safe. Kaya sabi ng mga tao, anong mali dito? Medically safe naman pala. But who determines what is medically safe? They do not want to accept the tons and tons and tons of evidence that we have against the killer effects of contraceptives. Some of them I will be showing to you today. Now, what is universal access? According to international parlance, universal access to reproductive health, and I quote, refers to a full package of services, including comprehensive sex education, which is mandated in the bill, emergency obstetric care, which is a euphemism for abortion, and very, very clear, it includes safe abortion services. So gusto nyo ba, tatanungin ko kayo, gusto nyo bang maging legal ang abortion dito sa ating bansa? Thank God na hindi pa kayo. Pero parang mahina pa ata. Dito hindi ko narinig. Do you want abortion to be legalized in the Philippines? Thank God. Thank God we are still thinking the same. So that means we should all say no to the reproductive health bill because it is actually a euphemism for abortion, no? And let me go to another one. Dito po sa Section 4, definition of terms, kung makikita nyo po, it says refers to a full access, full range of methods. So nakita nyo naman po dun sa definition na sinasabing universal access refers to a full package of services. And I want you to take note of that because that term is used so many times in the bill. And now you know what that means. And I would just like to repeat again so you will not forget. It refers to a full package of comprehensive sex education, access to contraception, emergency obstetric care, and safe abortion services. So makikita nyo rin yan sa Section 7, access to family planning. Nandiyan na naman yung term na full range of services. Kasama na po yan lahat. And then at Section 25 sa implementing mechanism, makikita nyo naman ulit, ensure that reproductive health services are delivered with a full range of supplies. So that is what it means. And then there is a new section in this diabolical bill, Section 8, which seems to be very innocent looking. Tingnan po ninyo, the title is Maternal and Newborn Health Care in Crisis Situations. So sasabihin nyo, maganda. Health for women and children. Di po ba yan ang sinasabi ng mga pro-RH? Para ito sa kalusugan ng mga kababaihan at ng mga kabataan. Pero basahin nga po natin kung anong sinasabi. Ang local government units and the Department of Health shall ensure that a minimum initial service package or MISP for reproductive health should be made available in times of crisis. Ano nga ba ang MISP? I would like to invite you to go to the internet again and type the word MISP. And you will go to this, you will be led to this 98-page manual entitled Minimum Initial Service Package or MISP for reproductive health in crisis situations.